explain it. No, Mama.
If he dies, it's so...
What's going on, YouTube? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Knobs YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we back with another TV show review, and we got BMF episode 2 review. Pretty much, if you don't know, BMF, the show which is on STARZ right now, which we are reviewing, is based off Terry and BIGMEECH, the founders of BMF, Black Mafia Family, which was an organization which pretty much was funded with drugs or whatnot, but they was doing other things, you know, outside of, you know, criminal activities. They was trying to build things like a record label, film, and do all of that, and this is pretty much a story of their upcoming, everything in between, and how it all went down or whatnot. What's really good about this, and what's really the things about this as far as just what it's based on, is that so many things happen and people will be probably gonna be like, yo, ain't no way, but when you see the stories and you watch the documentaries, like, yes, this stuff was happening, yes, they was that big. But pretty much though, we are back in the as far as the TV show go, we're back in episode 2, and with episode 2 we are catching up on what happened with Terry being shot. And as far as I know, the real story, he was shot, and that's why I think he got his eye is disfigured or whatnot. And you know, Southwest T, if you've seen the real Southwest T, you do notice that his eye is disfigured or whatnot. And as far as I know, that is from him getting shot. Pretty much going into this episode, you got Meech pretty much on a rampage trying to find out what happened. And one thing I do want to know, and I do want to go back and find out, did Meech really walk into a hospital with an Uzi? That's probably was writing for the show. But I was like, wait a minute, bro. That I ain't even go front, man. I enjoy that scene a lot. Just watching him walk in. Because when he stepped out the car with the Uzi, I'm like, bro, I know he not about to walk into this hospital with this Uzi. He ain't walking in there. He walking around with the Uzi. What Terry? And then you have the cop come up. I ain't even gonna front, man. This cop giving me all type of Raising Kanan, Detective Howard vibes, bro. That's the first thing I think of when I see him is Detective Howard, man. Especially just coming out watching Raising Kanan and seeing how he maneuvering and whatnot. Because, hold on, y'all. My bad. But just seeing how he maneuvering or whatnot. Is I didn't even know if they knew that, you know, he just undercover coach / detective, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much everything is coming down on Meech. His mama, daddy, everybody, everything is coming down on him, and pretty much everybody feeling like he brought Terry into this. You to blame for this. You the reason everything came down to this. And to be honest, I was thinking like, was this old buddy that he messing with, Lamar's baby mama? Was this Lamar? Or you remember when they came up on old buddy and them in the thing when the show first started in episode 1 and Terry pulled out the gun, and you know Meech was telling him like, yo, what you doing? Why you bringing the gun or whatnot? So was that back pay for him pulling that out or whatnot? So going into this episode, it was a lot going on, and just pretty much watching Meech try to maneuver and how he was going to handle the situation. Whether he was just going to go straight guns blazing, or was he going to think it? Was he going to maneuver through the situation without drawing bodies, drawing a bunch of attention from cops or whatnot? So pretty much you got a situation where they showing you everybody's watching, basically saying the streets is watching. They know that Meech's brother got hit, so ain't he supposed to retaliate? Ain't he supposed to go hit the people back who got his brother or whatnot? So, and that's within his crew too. You got all these questions being asked or whatnot. How you gonna do this? How you gonna deal with this? Are you gonna get back or whatnot? So, also listening to, I'm pretty sure that's not Meech doing the commentary. I'm thinking it's the guy who was acting like Meech in the beginning, who the actor playing Meech in the beginning of episode 1. But listening to him talk or whatnot, and just looking at Meech, little Meech play his daddy, and you seeing like when you go look at the throwback pictures of Southwest T when the intro come on, you know, with the song with 50 Cent and them, and you seeing them showing all the throwback pictures or whatnot, like he's like I said, he's embodying this, man. He doing his thing. I'm not gonna front. Some of the acting was a little lackluster in this episode, but it didn't throw me off, and it wasn't just Meech. Meech had his part too, but it was mainly him, Cash Doll. That might have been it. I think that was pretty much it. Them two it was just kind of thrown off a little bit the way they was on, and Lamar, the dude playing Lamar. I'm like, I'm liking the way he moving and whatnot, especially in the first episode. He giving me a vibe like, all right, this dude might be somebody you got to watch out for. Then in this episode, he kind of got some comedic type vibes going on, and I ain't even gonna front. The dude, the light skinned dude that Lamar has the exchange with, him and old buddy just talking and whatnot. I do think he was kind of funny or whatnot what he's saying, but I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't that place for I don't know. I just wasn't feeling those vibes with that, but I guess I feel like it needed to be a little bit more organic, and I think that was kind of organic the way they was talking to each other or whatnot, but Lamar just out of nowhere does this shit where him and Cash Doll get into it, because you know Cash Doll playing his baby mama or whatnot in this, and he just do some shit like you gonna see it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, what the hell was that? What is he doing with the motherfucker, a werewolf or something? Like, bro, I was like, what is that? But besides all that, man, I did kind of enjoy. Hold on, man, I can't remember their names, man. It's I think the girl name is Kato. Hold on, my bad, y'all, my bad. See, that's the thing about this. I gotta start making sure I remember their names. I know the girl. Yeah, the girl name is Kato. She worked with Meech and Terry now. The girl named Kato, and I think the guy name is BIGMEECH. Anyway, they got this little love thing I think going on or whatnot. And the dude though, BIGMEECH, he seemed like he's basically a like go off the rails type of guy. He seems like he kind of ready to go get like at first. I wasn't like in this episode when it first going on and a situation happens where they trying to move some work or whatnot, and it's like, all right, I don't know how is he dealing with this situation, but he kind of seemed like a guy that's guns blazing, like he ready to go straight out and boom 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 bow, like no questions asked or whatnot. And the only thing about that, like I said, is you got these situations where how is Meech gonna handle this? Is he gonna go in a situation where you're gonna get a lot of cops involved? Or are you going to handle this in a situation where you're going to think about it and see if you can do this without having a bunch of bodies piled up or having an all-out war or whatnot, I guess you would call it. I really like the exchange Meech and Terry have in this episode too. Like I said before, Southwest, as far as Terry, he's that laid-back guy. And if you watch the documentaries, you always seen where he was kind of the guy was saying, no, he don't want to be in the spotlight. He wanted to stay away from all of that. Like thinking. He always want to maneuver thinking. And even with him being shot, he's saying some stuff to Meech in this episode, and Meech like, wait a minute, what you mean? Like they going back and forth. And one thing I'm gonna keep saying is I love the chemistry between Meech and Terry. As far as the actors behind him, of course, Little Meech playing his daddy and the actor playing Southwest T as far as Terry. I love their chemistry, man. And once again, the standouts in this episode as far as acting, of course, it's the parents. Come on, man. My man from Lincoln Heights, Charles. My bad with these names, man. Lucille. And as far as Charles, Russell Harsbron, who playing their daddy. And as far as Michelle, Brianna White, who playing their mama, like, they killing it, man. They killing the roles. His daddy is always on point. It's this scene where he talking to their little sister one night. And I thought he was being sarcastic, but he was serious as hell. And I'm like, whoa, he not playing. Hey, typical black daddy, like for real though. These are them black parents, man. But one thing I want to say again is the sister, the little sister, she has a little scene in here where she gets to talk a little bit more in here, because in the first episode, I feel like she wasn't really getting too much to do. But like I said, it's only 2 episodes in. So she has a little bit more of a voice in this, and in the documentaries, I might have to go back and watch. I can't really remember what. I know she wasn't. If I'm not mistaken, she definitely wasn't involved in anything. Like none of them was involved in anything. So just seeing how that go and seeing that she does know, I think, what they doing. Like the parents, everybody know what they're doing, but they're not involved. But just seeing their relationship as far as her and Meech, they have a scene in here which I really enjoyed too, and seeing just everything that Meech is trying to deal with, as far as handling the family situation, as far as what's going on at home, and being this leader as far as the streets go, as far as the crew he's running and the things he has going on. Once again, I'm gonna say maybe I got confused. I always thought T was the older one. I didn't know Meech was the older brother. But overall, man, this episode was another good episode. Like I said, the character development, seeing how Meech is handling things in these type of situations, and the way he would handle things later on, and things you hear about the way he was dealing with things, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, documentaries and history and throughout, as far as BMF go, especially in hip hop genre or whatnot, it's not, I ain't gonna say exciting because you know the ramifications and everything that happens, but it's just good to see everything they talking about, because one thing about it, they not sitting here like it's not straight up glorifying this. When you hear Meech talking in the background, as far as the narration, as far as the guy who playing Meech, because I don't think there's Meech talking, you hear him talking about everything as far as you didn't know this was gonna come with everything as far as the streets. You thinking about the money or whatnot, but as far as his brother being shot, all those things that's coming with it, all those consequences, as far as everything that comes with what you doing when you doing this, as far as the streets, drug dealing, everything, because when you were doing that, you know everything that's gonna come with it, violence, money, like all of that, man, especially when money's involved. So that part about it is really important to as far as mentioning, as far as this show go, because we got a lot of these shows, you know, as far as especially with what 50 Cent is doing as far as these drug dealing shows, but with this one, as far as being based on a true story, you getting a lot of real things coming from it, especially with the consequences of them talking about it, because they are preaching on that stuff. They're not just sitting here talking about all the good things that coming with it. Another thing about it is them going back and showing Meech and Terry as kids, and showing who they was looking up to, the people they like. You know, you got people who like, you know, they were looking up to the Jordans, Wilt Chamberlains, you know, they talking about that type of stuff, sports icons or whatnot, but they was looking up to, you know, the big street icons, the drug dealers, the big drug dealers or whatnot that you would hear about back then in those times. So that's the thing I'm really enjoying about this. Like I said, character development. We in Detroit, and once again, Detroit plays a major role in this episode too. Dude Lamar, bro, he got a straight up crazy scene. He got some like 2 crazy scenes in this episode, man. Overall though, I feel like the acting is going to keep getting better and better. Like I said, it was some couple points in here as far as the acting go. It was like, but overall, it didn't take me out of the episode. I still enjoyed the episode overall. But other than that, man, this was another good episode. I can't wait till next week to see another episode 3 as far as BMF go. But y'all let me know in the comment section, how did y'all feel about this recent episode of BMF episode 2? Did y'all feel like it's living up? Do y'all feel like this series, as far as just going into 2 episodes, that it's living up to the hype? As far as everything you heard about BMF, like I said, this is the beginning stages. This is the early days, but you see what they was doing. You see the pictures. You see the, like, hey, but for me, it is. As far as just the character development, I like stories like this because I like to see everything they going through, and you see the reasons behind everything that's going on and the choices they was making. But y'all let me know in the comment section, how did y'all feel about this episode? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is the road to 300 subs. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to let you know when I upload new videos, man. We out.
I need you to stop doing what you're doing. If you don't, you're gonna end up in jail or dead.